Oh, hello, welcome back to the next episode of the Self-Development Tactics podcast. And today we're gonna go through some Reddit things once again. I don't know, I just like in between, like book summaries and whatnot. I often find that I get the most value out of them, or I can make the most value out of them. Of course, I mean, going through a book and talking about a book and whatnot, it's fine and good and whatnot, but I don't know, this seems to be more relatable. This is more, everyday stuff, things that people really have to deal with, things that, people are really, having on their mind, so to speak. But yeah, hunger goes away if you eat, but also if you just wait. Isn't it everything like that? I follow intermittent fasting and do occasional 24 to 48 hour fasts. The most that I did, by the way, was 24 hours. And the next day, working out wasn't the most pleasant thing, by the way. But anyway, I've had the same eating schedule for years, but recently I stopped following it. I decided to go back to it, and I was shocked at how hungry I was this morning. Turns out the hunger signal is mostly hormonal signals based on your normal eating time and circadian rhythm. You'll feel really hungry if you skip your normal meal time, but after an hour or so, hunger goes away. There is an illusion that you have to eat. I think all emotions and cravings work like that. When I feel anxious, I think I need to leave the situation, but the anxiety will subside if I just wait. Same with anger, sadness, lust, everything. Just like hunger, our minds trick us into thinking we need to do something to deal with an emotion, but you almost never do. You can't accept it and watch it unwind. I had a tough time with a breakup last year and would be approaching fetal position crying mode. Well, I actually want to read the whole piece. Thinking the only way to feel better was to call the ex or find a new girl. Nope, just wait. It goes away. The mind is so good at making you think you need to take action. It's pretty shocking to compare how you feel 1 minute versus the next, even though nothing changed. As you post on here, like, I'm feeling X, what do I do? How would a Stoic deal with Y? There is nothing to do. Just act how you think you should and let the emotions unwind on their own. I think it is actually good advice, just do what you think is best. And if it apparently is not the best, then change it and do something else. Instead of focusing on letting go, focus on accepting what it is or what is. Letting go is something I've strived for so many times before. I've said, let it go before, and I'm sure I'll say it again with the best intentions in mind. But I've finally come to the realization that focusing on letting go keeps me holding on. Oh, the irony of life, am I right? Yeah, it's like, okay, don't think about a polar bear, and you're gonna think about a fucking polar bear. I'm sure if you scroll through my posts, you'll see me talking about letting go, and I'm not going to pretend it's not practice I've tried to stick to. I've burned pieces of paper with lists of things I'm letting go of. I've done the ceremonies focused around letting go. I've set intentions during yoga practice to let what isn't serving me fall away forever, and then the things I wished away straight. I found through my journey that focusing on getting rid of something, whether it's feelings, expectations, moods, thoughts, and habits, always leads to me somehow gripping to it even tighter for some reason. When you make up something bad or forbid it, it becomes the things you need to hang on. Yeah. If it is something that you do on a regular basis, it is definitely not going to be something of severe importance. Think about it. When does life become enjoyable? Hope this is not that edgy. First of all, thank you, Google Translate. I hate victimization. I don't like to pretend that my suffering is bigger compared to that of other people, more unfortunate than me, which, by the way, is something that I think about quite often as well, keep in mind as well, and I'm not so sure about as well. And then I'm bisexual. In a conservative family, I'm also genderqueer. So living with my dad was not an option anymore. Well, I went to mom's. Then she kicked me out. Now I live with my brother working from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Well, at least I have a home and food to eat. At least I have clothes. At least I have water to drink. But when does it stop feeling like fucking cage? When does the family stop being a pain in the ass? I'm 16. I had accepted that everything would be so distinctly rudimentary, but I'm not strong. See how my mom expects me to treat her like nothing happens, or my brother expects me to be at his level at work. We do car maintenance, and then the school, and well, being bisexual or bisexual is also stressing as fuck. It's this the free will to which, well, yeah, what is my take on that? What is my quote unquote advice? I don't want to advise anything. I just have suggestions. I don't feel like that I have the experience, nor, well, I'm not in a position to give advice. I'm fucking 20 years old. What the fuck should I tell you? But I think it is also about your perception. I mean, if you think that things are fucked up and shitty and you hate everything, then yeah, of course they're gonna be that, you know? But on the other hand, I do just really can feel with this person. It's definitely not a situation that's too nice to be in, not too amazing to be in. Yeah, of course. I just totally see that this person is already like grateful for what he or she is having. But at age 16, there's so many things to come. For me, even though I'm 20, I'm not having my driver's license yet. And so I'm looking forward to getting it. I'm looking forward to driving around, and I'm also gonna start studying. I'm gonna start working, and there's so many things in your life that are gonna come up. There's so many things to look forward to, and having something to look forward to, especially when it is something that's in reach quite, it's an amazing thing, and it really is a contribution to your life, I would say, and I would consider. But yeah, these are my thoughts on that. Do not conform. Ralph Waldo Emerson's reasons for maintaining your individuality, which I think is good as well. Like, why would you be, or would you like to be like everyone else? Ready, guys? And there's just a Twitter tweet, yeah. Reddit guys can figure out how to raise a stock's price 200% and make Wall Street assholes lose millions, but still don't know how to talk to a girl. Facts, motherfucker. Today I learned after the murder of his father, Genghis Khan went into poverty, even being enslaved at one point. It wasn't until he was in his 50s that he